Hello everybody, my name is Aldi and today I'm going to talk about my TED Ed titled Bully. Back when I was a little kid, I was quite a fragile individual. I couldn't stand up for myself and I was very easy to get picked on. One day in third grade, I was walking down the hall, minding my own business until I saw a group of kids. But I didn't really pay much attention because I thought they were just a group of friends chatting. As I walked past them, one of them stepped on my foot and well, I fell. I stood up, kept walking, acting like nothing had happened. I could hear them giggling as I walked to my class. But I didn't think much of it because I thought they were only teasing me. Until it kept happening every day and became worse. And that's when I realized that I was getting bullied, and this was the start of my bullying experience. Every day since third grade until early sixth grade, I was picked on because I just go with what they want instead of against it. First is because I don't want to cause a scene around school, and secondly, because I felt like I was too weak and I couldn't fight back. It got to the point where I had to take a different path to get to class because I was afraid that I would get picked on. I couldn't even tell the teacher because I felt too threatened and I don't want people to start talking about me behind my back. But in sixth grade, they started to lose interest in bullying me. Maybe it's because I didn't have a reaction to it, so they just moved on. I moved to a different school in seventh grade, and for the first time in 3 years, I felt free in a way. Since it was a new school and I was the tallest person in class, so I felt like no one could bully me. And that's when I started to become the bully. I felt like I was a quote unquote leader, and I started teasing my classmates in our class. I thought it was all fun and games at first until they started to stay stopped, but I continued to mess around with them. My current school has a zero bullying policy, and I don't know, and I didn't know that. My classmates complained about me to the teacher, and instead of being suspended from school, I had to go through several sessions of understanding what bullying was with some of the teachers and the director of the school. That's when I realized I had become the kind of people I despised the most, a bully. I had to stop being a bully, but I didn't know how to stop. I I didn't know where to begin. With the help of my teachers, I apologized to my friends, and I knew after that no matter how tempting it is, I can go back to my earlier actions. I said sorry to everyone that I was bullied, and I regret my actions very much. I did some research and found out that people who are bullied often end up being bullies themselves. The feeling of I am revenging myself by doing something that was done to me is not justice. Justice is when we fight for what is wrong and stand up for what we believe is wrong. I'm lucky because I end up in a school that is based on values of truth, beauty, and goodness. Being kind is viewed as a strength and not as a weakness. I shudder even to imagine what would happen if I went into another school. I understand that it is important to seek help when we need it. We can't fight all our battles on our own. Bullying doesn't give you any power or make you a leader. In fact, it makes you weak and a monster. It is okay to joke around with friends. However, we should never cross the limits and stop when our friends are uncomfortable. It is important to think before we take action, and we should never do something we have to regret. Parents and teachers also need to educate their children to be kind and considerate. Please do not encourage children to be mean or unkind. The famous poet Rumi said, "In this earth, in the soil, in this pure field, let's not plant any seeds other than seeds of compassion and love." Thank you for listening.